First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Shut down, shut down.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Now back to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, spinning away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun! All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 60 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And they'll run it here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's going to get it running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, and when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Gone! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throw. And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Super toe.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 39 that time. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Looking to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep up. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Set! Green, 39!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Leopard! Leopard!
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 3rd down, it's Bennett. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Lions. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now the ball comes loose. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over! Gun!
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Spinning past him. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
All day, every day, any day.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. Able to shake him up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Over!
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Silver, silver.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hot! Over! 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 Hot!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here come the Lions now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very far. They haven't even come on.
off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not going to tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone, 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 gone. Hot.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes it right side to right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He hits right, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Come this way, here we go, here we go. Gone, 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 gone. Mike 7.
Now back to throw. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gone, 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 gone.
They'll start running back. He's got it up to the 15, showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Gone, gone, gone.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Kansas City, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.